Hola, I'm Fibers and welcome to Revive Witch. In today's video we're gonna take a look at the UR doll that we have obtained for free. The new doll is called Flare and she is a Brimstone Compeller, so she is the first Compeller of this element. Finally, little by little, they are releasing different classes for all the elements. Maybe one day we will have our first Brimstone Destroyer? Well, let's see how good is the first Brimstone Compeller of Revive Witch. Taking a look at her stats at level 90 and Ascension 4, we can see that Flare has the standard stats among Compellers. It seems like Philianosis was a special case. As we always do, we're going to check her skills and passive at max level. Her skill 1 is called Healing Powder and costs 2 order energy. Flare restores health equal to 300% of Flare's attack to all allies and grants them regen for 10 seconds. Regen recovers health equal to 100% of Flare's attack per second. As we can see, her skill 1 is just a healing ability. The healing that she provides is pretty good. She heals instantly the same amount as a Morai, and then she is going to heal every ally for 10 seconds thanks to the effect of Regen. This skill is a really good healing ability, but seems kinda weird that she just heals instead of applying a different effect to help the team to make more damage, for example. This feels weird because Flare is a Compeller, not a healer. Let's take a look at her second skill. Her skill 2 is called Undercurrent and costs 4 chaos energy. This is the standard cost among Saltstone Compellers, so we can see that they have decided to follow the Saltstone standard instead of making her skill 2 a charge skill like some Mercury Compellers. Flare returns to her Priestess form, which increases her attack and max health both by 30%. When using this skill in her Priestess form, Flare deals magic damage equal to 500% of her attack to all enemies and inflicts them with the Spirit for 5 seconds. The Spirit reduces the target's attack by 30%. So basically, the first time that Flare uses this ability, she transforms and increases her own attack and max health. On the other hand, when Flare uses this skill when she's already in the Priestess form, she will attack all enemies and inflict the Spirit on all of them. This skill makes me kinda confused. I don't understand the role they want to give to Flare. I don't think that 500% of her attack is enough to consider this ability good enough to play Flare as the damage dealer. And being honest, there is not that much use for the effect of the Spirit. Reducing the attack of the enemies, it's not the effect that you need in combat in most of the cases. To finish, her passive is called Wisdom, and at level 2 is, when in the back row of the formation, increases physical damage taken by all enemies by 16% every 7 seconds. Stacks up to 3 times. When in the middle row, increases magic damage taken by all enemies by 16% every 7 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. The effect disappears upon death. So basically, if you play Flare in the back row, she will buff the physical damage of your team, and if you play her in the middle row, she will buff the magical damage of your team. This effect increases every 7 seconds, so the enemies start the combat taking an extra 16% damage taken. After 7 seconds they will take 32% extra damage, and after 14 seconds they will take 48% extra damage as max. This bonus is pretty good, and after 7 seconds of combat the extra damage is already good. The problem here is that this effect disappears when Flare dies. This blocks her utility as a doll to sacrifice as Cersei, for example. And I think that after reading her skill 1 and her skill 2, her only use would be to power up the team damage with her passive. But it's pretty bad if you can't get this effect after she dies. Let's take a look at her unique equipment. Her unique equipment is called Glorious Amulet. At level 60 gives 3000 attack, 45% of critical damage resistance, 20,250 health and 1275 physical defense. The effect of her unique equipment at max level is targets inflict with the Spirit take 16% magic damage equal to Flare's max health per second. Okay, so they are trying to improve her skill 2, because as I have mentioned before, her skill 2 is not good enough. The Spirit's effect lasts 5 seconds, so she will do 80% of her max health in total due to her unique equipment's effect. This can sound like a really big amount of damage, but the truth is that the HP of a Compeller is not that high. But Flare is able to increase her max HP when she transforms into the priestess form. So overall, I think that this skill will do a decent amount of damage, but I don't think that it's worth the cost of leveling up her unique equipment to level 60. It takes too much resources. I'm confused with Flare. She's a Compeller, she is supposed to improve the performance of the team, but her skill 1 is a pure healing ability, her skill 2 is a transform skill and makes Flare try to take the position of the team's damage dealer, her unique equipment tries to make her the damage dealer again, and her passive finally has an effect more common among Compellers, but it seems like you should put Flare in the middle row to increase the magic damage taken by enemies, so Flare can take advantage of her own passive. Her whole kit kinda reminds me of Gurbeg, another Compeller with a really unique kit, but Gurbeg doesn't have a place in the game at all right now, and it seems like Flare is going to suffer the same destiny. I really like the concept of her passive. I would like to see more dolls with different effects depending on their position on the battlefield. Just as a recommendation, this is in my opinion the best equipment for Flare. I recommend the items in the first row and the items of the second row if you are missing some of the items in the first row. Flare needs more attack to heal more and deal more damage with her skill 2. Her unique equipment scales with max HP, but is still more worth it to increase her attack, and we don't need to increase her HP at all because she's going to be in the middle row protected behind attack. I totally forgot to mention in my review about Cassie's that the effect of Cassie's unique equipment to increase the max health of all allies combined pretty well with Flare's unique equipment. But this combination is not that great, because Flare does magic damage, so she can't take advantage of Cassie's skill 1, but she can still take advantage of Cassie's skill 2 and her unique equipment. So if you really want to go full in with Flare, I think that you should play Cassie's as Guardian in the front row, Flare in the middle row to be the main damage dealer as I have mentioned before, and I will use Amorai in the back row. This will give the element bonus to the whole team, and if you wanna use Flare plus Cassie's, you will need a lot of chaos energy, so Amorai is the perfect option for this. But once again, Flare is not going to take fully advantage of Amorai's skill 1, but just take this team as something to have some fun around. In my opinion, I don't think that Flare can compete in magical damage with the Mercury mages, and Brimstone is not prepared at all to have a magic damage dealer, so maybe it will be a better option to play Flare in a multi-element team, but I will leave the rest to you guys. Tell me which team you think will suit Flare best. Leave your opinion in the comment section down below. And that's it for today's video. I hope that I have helped you. Thank you so much for watching, leave a comment, drop a like and consider subscribing if you wanna see more Revive Witch content in the future, and see you in the next video. Ciao!